Hi, Marin with Usborne Books and More here, and I want to talk to you guys about our activity books. Okay, so first of all, we have so many activity books, I could not possibly show them all to you in this video, even if I had them all, which I would love to have. We have so many, but I'm going to give you a quick highlight of a few different types of activity books that we have. One thing Usborne does really well is have a wide variety of activity books that you can take on a family road trip, or if you have a doctor's appointment or anywhere where your kid's gonna have to be sitting around for a little while and you want them to be doing something educational. They can be reading, but they can also be using one of these activity books, and we have activity books for our little guys all the way up to older kids, in middle school, and I would argue even high school, because one of these books, and maybe even beyond, one of these books I actually bought for myself, and I am currently using it and filling it out. So starting with our little guys who are just beginning to, you're going to want them to start drawing, start coloring, start writing. We have our wipe cleans, which actually cover a variety of topics, but this particular one is beginning pen control. And so all it is they get this little dry erase marker that comes with it. Any dry erase marker works on this. It doesn't, so if this one runs out, you can use it with any dry erase marker you have. And on the pages, they just have fun, different patterns everywhere for them to practice tracing. So it's a fun way to practice really holding that pen and getting more dexterous with a pen or pencil, without just having boring, same thing to copy over and over. It's got swirls, it's got straighter edges, it's got circles, it's got curly cues, triangles, zigzags, anything and everything. And we have so many wipe cleans. We have them for numbers and letters. There's just a lot of wipe clean series. These books are $7.99. Okay, so here's one that's really fun if you're into paper airplanes. This is 100 paper dragons to fold and fly. And it's got all these really, really awesome paper airplane dragon papers. And it does come with instructions for several different styles of paper airplane. These books are really fun because the instructions are right there built in. There's different types of paper you can try them out with, and then you can play with them. You can fly them. This book is also $7.99. I love this one. This one is perfect for throwing like in the bag that always comes in the car when you need something extra to do. This is the Travel Pocket Puzzle Book, and it's got all kinds of different puzzles in here. These can be worked on in partnership, so a couple siblings could do this together, or this could be an individual book, but it asks you to do all different kinds of tasks. So it never gets boring. It's not the same type of puzzle over and over. Sorry, excuse my dog. Hey, you're okay. This one's just fun. And it's so tiny and so compact. You can put it literally in any bag. Well, I guess if you had a really small clutch, it wouldn't fit. But okay, so this is the one I bought for myself because I love logic puzzles. This is 100 logic puzzles, and it's all different types of logic puzzles too. Admittedly, some of them are, a little below my age group, but they are really fun and just a wide variety of puzzles, and it's so colorful. The answers are in the back if you're, if you just need to know what the answers are to all of those puzzles. This book's $5.99. Awesome value. Oh, I don't think I mentioned the Travel Pocket puzzle book. Also has all the answers in the back and is $6.99. This is a great one for siblings who need games to play and you don't want to be dragging around all those little pieces of everything everywhere. Like bringing the checkers and bringing the pieces for Chutes and Ladders and bringing the little guys for Candyland. This is Pencil and Paper Games. This book is $5.99. And it's got a bunch of different types of games in here that can be played with more than one person. Some of them can be played individually as well, or if you're the type of person who likes to play against yourself, you could also do that. But it's got a wide variety of games, and it even gives you some great ideas. Like some of these games, if you used up the pages for them, you could recreate some of those games on an extra piece of paper that you have, since you have the model in here and since you've played it. Yeah, it's great. Pencil and paper games. This one is for a slightly older kiddo who's, maybe in 3rd grade, who's working on multiplication. This is the Times Tables activity book. I don't know about you, but when I was in 3rd grade and I was having to learn my multiplication times tables, it was so boring. Like there was not a fun way for me to learn and practice besides just rote memorization. And, I'm also an elementary school teacher. Memorization is important when you're learning any sort of, times tables or even basic addition and subtraction. But if you can find a fun way for students or children to practice, then they're going to be way more motivated. And this is the solution. This is so fun. I mean, I get excited looking at this. Like, I want to go back and practice my times tables. So, this book is awesome. This is $9.99. Okay, now a couple coloring books. We have a ton of coloring books. I love to color. I have a large personal collection of coloring books. And we have them for younger kiddos all the way up to older. These are probably both slightly older kiddos, but they're just an example of some of our coloring books. This one is vintage fashion coloring books. So in here, it's got different outfits from different eras, and you can design them and color them in. Really, really fun if you're into design and clothing. Might even give you some ideas, or your child some ideas for sketches on their own if they really want, if they're really into clothes. And for the animal lover, here's the rainforest to color. It has these really accurate drawings. It tells you about the animals. It shows you a full color version. So, you can choose to mimic it and see if you can achieve those same colors, or you can do something totally different and, see them a little bit different side by side. So that's the rainforest color. Both of these coloring books are $5.99. And then another great book, especially for maybe a reluctant mathematician or a kid who doesn't think they're good at math. This is not a math book. That's literally the title. And it's an activity book that incorporates math and art, which is so neat. It's got a really wide variety of activities inside. I say wide variety for a lot of the books, but it's true. There is a large variety. There's blank paper in the back for other activities. They define different mathematical terms in here. You get to practice mathematical spatial skills while also incorporating art. So this is another way to make math fun, just like the times table book. Okay, so I just touched on a few of the activity books that we have, and there are so many more. There are sticker books. I didn't show you guys one of our sticker books. There are sticker books with removable stickers. Even our regular sticker books, if you're careful, you can remove those stickers and replace them somewhere else. There are dolly books where you actually can take out the dolls and create them and put clothes on them. There's a dollhouse book, which actually creates a dollhouse, and the pieces inside, you have to fold them certain ways, but they make 3D objects to put in the dollhouse. I mean, it's just so many awesome things in our activity books section, so I encourage you to check it out. And let me know if you have any questions or need recommendations.